Well,
go-to time.
most of the time, what drags the podcast are is when you do that. So what have you been playing lately? And I go this and I go that, and then Harry goes, "Well, you guys strap yourselves in."
Oh.
Yeah, no.
Hello, welcome to the Gatna podcast, episode 56, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, we've been playing Hayden.
Wolfenstein.
Cool. How's that?
No, it was very good. There's no multiplayer in it because
I think that's a good thing.
yeah,
They decided to we don't need multiplayer.
yeah. Well, I remember an article a couple of weeks ago. They said, yeah, we just wanted to focus on single player, so we didn't want to dilute the experience. So
Yeah.
and I think compared to the first one, the gameplay probably wasn't as amazing. It was
My first one, what are you talking about?
the first the
New Order.
The New Order.
Yeah.
I mean, the gameplay didn't really go anywhere new. A few new features in that, but nothing exciting. But the story and the cutscenes were actually really good. There was some really good writing in it. Like watching some of the cutscenes, it's actually quite enjoyable. Get a few laughs out of it too.
Yeah, as I say, I heard there was a bit of comedy in it,
Yeah,
and people were surprised by that.
yeah, and it actually gets really deep in some spots. It's quite intense. The ending was interesting. I probably wouldn't say the ending was disappointing, but it wasn't amazing like the end of the first one.
Yeah.
But they've definitely left it open for another one. Definitely.
We've been playing, yeah?
Total War Warhammer 2, they just released the Mortal Empires thing, so that effectively allows all the races and maps and shit from the first one to be merged into the second one. So it's like a huge fucking world with all the races. But it's actually fucking bugged. It shit me off big time. Yeah, I played like around as dwarves. And like in the first one, you'd always get a Chaos Invasion, like turn 100 or something like that. It starts coming through and Chaos comes down from the north. But it's glitched because it actually, what happens is in the second one, you get waves of Chaos come in. So you get the invasion from the north, but then you get in waves of Chaos that keep like armies. You get like a fucking 11 armies spawn like at the very bottom of your settlements, and they just come through and fucking rape everything. And then you manage to just slowly kill them all off and defeat them. And then by the time you finish killing those 11 waves, another wave appears of another 11. Oh. And so it's glitched. They said it's because it's actually taken a bit out of the Total War Warhammer 2 like Chaos Invasion thing with that and mixed it instead of actually making it its own thing. So it's fucked. You can't really play it at the moment on like a normal or hard difficulty without just getting fist fucked. Yeah. So until they fix that bug, I'm not going to play it again. Yeah, that's what I've been playing.
To enjoy it a bit more.
Yeah, well, that's fair. I mean, if something's ruining your experience...
Oh, it is, because you spend all this time like taking out half the map and then the invasion starts, but it's not just an invasion, it's a fist fucking... Yeah. It's like, you're the Germans and then there's Normandy, you know? That's bullshit! I've taken over all this land and then you just send over waves and waves of enemies. It's fucking crap! You can't fight back against them and you don't know where they're going to pop up from and it's just fucking bullshit, so... Yeah. Yeah, that is a fucking really good analogy. Germany during World War II against the Northern invasion. Yeah, that's what it felt like.
Fair enough.
Are you even playing, Harry?
I was playing a bit of more of GT Sports. Just sort of tripping along with some online races. I had some really, really close races where like on the last lap you're just pretty much just fighting out in first place, which gets a little bit brutal. Mm-hmm. So there's that. I've also been playing bought Kingdom Hearts, the HD collection. On the PS4, I just figured because I figured, well, Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to come out very, very soon, probably sometime next year. I might just start playing on the old games and fuck, some of the parts hasn't really aged well. Like mainly with like the level design and some of the mechanics, and I was actually playing on hard, and I thought, and I was just getting like one shot killed like half the time with some of the boss. I thought, I don't remember this as being that hard. Did a bit of research, and it sounds like the HD version is called the final mix, and so they actually adjusted the difficulty, so they made it hard as fucking Sephiroth hard. So you literally you have to like grind a bit more, trying to get levels up, just trying to get hit. And I just thought, oh, fuck, this is like just feels like playing Dark Souls in some ways. You just don't want to get hit at all.
Yeah.
Did you end up picking up the new Mario for your Switch?
No, I've got a few games I'm trying to to finish up and
Get through those first.
yeah.
Get out the bank.
My brother did. He reckons it's awesome.
Yeah, everyone
Yeah,
I follow says it's been really good.
But it just said it's really interesting and funny. Like some of the
Comedic
courses, not comedic, but just like some of the layout and some of the worlds you pop up to and what the themes are and shit like that. It's quite
Yeah, they said like they don't dwell on single aspects for too long. Like
No.
they're constantly moving on and trying something new. So apparently there's a lot of gameplay to it though. Apparently
That's good.
because there's like over 800 of the moons to collect.
I was the only like email I was
Another
watching.
moon stars though.
I was watching like some of
moons.
the.
Nope, they're moons now.
Yeah, but they call them. Aren't they stars? But they just call them moons. Oh, they're expanded for
I don't know what you're on about.
No, there's a big difference between moons and stars.
same shit.
Yeah, it's like just even like just watching some of the gameplay footage. There's a lot of variety and like that you can see like they want to try to do something a little bit different each map, so you're not getting it bored like or getting bogged down one little mechanic all the time.
Yeah. I've seen there's this one particular challenge that everyone's furious at though. It's really simple. So there's this Goomba or whatever sitting in the center and there's a circle around him, a pretty big circle. And the challenge is you've got to just walk around the circle. Except the circle disappears after you've gone about a quarter of the way around it. And you get points depending on how accurate to the circle you stayed.
Okay.
And people can't do it. It's hilarious watching them get so mad. It's like one guy was going around, he starts going, and then he just goes right out.
That's what you do is you get like lipstick or something, go up to the TV screen and go, follow that line, motherfucker. Yeah.
But what if the camera moves and
That's
you're
where the
fucked?
fuck yeah.
Can't cheat, can you now, bitches?
That's some Inception type shit there.
Yeah.
All right.
What about you, Maurice? What have you been playing?
Morris doesn't play
House
games.
moving simulator
Yeah.
Excellent.
in real life.
It's my favourite game.
It's a horrid game. Don't
I know
buy
it's
it.
horrid.
It's
I've
expensive.
I've moved so many times. Don't remind me. It's painful.
way too long.
Yeah. She's managing on your own house.
You got to manage your
and move.
inventory way too much.
Yeah.
I ended up just going fuck it and forked out for a removalist last time. Because I was like, I can't do this
Yeah,
again.
but then they break your shit.
Yeah.
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 No, these guys were really good. I got a local guy, so
No.
they were really good. His partner was actually the son of a work friend of mine, so it was quite good actually.
So they had to go, we know this person. They know us pretty well. We have to do our best.
Yeah, no fuck ups because he'll tell my mum.
Find me.
Oh.
StarCraft 2 is finally going free to play later this month.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
Might be cool.
what are they going to do for all the people who paid for it though?
Yeah, me.
I
And
don't,
me.
I don't know. Are they going to do a TF2 thing? You're just like, we don't care. We're done.
Oh, I think
Well,
it's,
to
I
be
think
fair,
it's good, man.
Blizzard already put the very first StarCraft out for free. So,
Yeah.
but you still got, but you want the HD remaster, you have to pay for that.
That's fair.
But
Aren't
which
they
is fair.
remastering the first lot, StarCrafts?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they already
They
did.
did they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did. But yeah, that's not free to play. You've got to pay for that
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
But
Let's go and check that out then.
But yeah, with the second one going free to play, I mean, they might do something like just, instead of like other games that have done it have like given the original purchasers like exclusive skins or stuff like that.
Yeah, I
Credits.
well before because you can actually play like certain parts of StarCraft 2 for free, like your arcade modes and some of the, and I think the co-op modes as well. If I remember.
I don't know.
So
I
probably
never
they're
played
going
it.
free to play for like the online stuff, or maybe the single player content.
Maybe.
We got stream.
Yeah, I never.
Zero drop
I'm not
frames.
good at RTS games, so I've never played StarCraft.
I don't know. I can't play RTS for shit.
Yeah, I get beaten by mid-level AIs all the time. It's like, how do you have more horses than me?
Xbox is trying to acquire more studios to get more
First
titles.
exclusives, yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense. They got nothing. They might as well.
Yeah,
But
the Microsoft themselves haven't put out too many games lately. They used to be quite the game makers, like in the early
think-
2000s.
Like the early 360 Xbox days.
Yeah, I can remember they made I remember they came out with the Monster Truck Madness series. That was fun.
Oh, Monster Man.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah.
that was good. That was really.
I remember playing
that
that
was a
with
lot
like their
of fun
first
memories.
brand of force feedback steering wheel.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. You just let go of the wheel and watch the wheel just turning
Panic,
itself wildly.
But that's they kind of just been doing that always, haven't they? I guess.
Well, acquiring
Yeah.
other developers. Yeah.
If something pops up they like.
Well,
but-
Sony does the exact same thing. It's like, well,
Yeah.
And yeah, they need to put. I mean, it's ideal to put more content for their console because then it's more appealing.
oh yeah, it gives you incentive to actually buy the thing. Unlike
Yeah.
now, even I got one for free and I still don't even use it.
Yeah.
So,
Pretty much.
I moved house. I don't know where mine is. I thought about finding it, and that was so I could just play Netflix on it. And I was like, "No, I'll just use a laptop. Fine."
Yeah.
Fallout 4 VR, 17th of December.
Is that just coming out on PC?
Yeah, that's for PC. Skyrim VR, I think, comes out at the end of the month. Oh, and then Skyrim for the Switch comes out early next month too.
Oh
So you can
shit!
buy
So there's a
Skyrim
lot
again.
of
That's good.
stuff. The thing is, though, like with their VR, is it a separate game? Do I have to buy, or is it going to be like an update? Because the way they're advertising Skyrim VR, especially on the PSV on the PlayStation, it looks like a separate game, which is fucking annoying.
I think it'll be like I think they said it was going to be like a DLC. So you have to own the original game, and then it's basically you just buy a DLC for Fallout for VR support.
That's actually pretty fucked.
The Surge on Xbox One X lets you pick between 1080p 60 FPS or 1800p 30 FPS on the new Xbox. So it's just going to be mini computers. These are going to be Steam boxes.
effectively,
That's what's turning it into.
I mean, if the Xbox One X can do 1080p 60 FPS for a lot of titles, I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, I'd be
Yeah.
happy too.
Because that's what they should have brought to the table fucking 5 years ago. 5 years?
yeah, with some money.
5 or 4 years? 4 years.
I would say 4 years.
I wonder, what people's reaction would be to a
God, it
1,000.
really is the end of the generation, nearly, isn't it? Generation is generally 5 to 6 years, isn't it?
We know what their reaction was. That was the PS3. That was almost $1,000.
Yeah, but people
Well, to
paid
be
it back then.
Well, like we used to be.
Versus now, people are tired asses and whinge about
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, exactly.
So I
Like,
don't know.
like even the PS2 back then, that was about $700 at launch,
Yeah.
and yeah, people were willing to spend on that.
The PS2.
Yeah,
We paid $999 for our PS2.
Did you?
Yeah, when it first came out. It was a grand Australian.
I can't remember how much it was. I just remember it. Dad bought it one day and brought it home, and we were like, "Oh
I just
my
remember only
God."
fags played PlayStations. It was just like,
Nah, Grand Theft Auto was I suppose it's on PS2 too. But,
Nah, PS2 had Unreal Tournament 2004, so we were stoked.
no, it had the original Unreal Tournament on the PS2.
yeah.
So I played shitloads of hours on that one. The
that was the
original
one. That was the one that had local player split screen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It was actually the original Unreal Tournament on the PS2
no.
because I played shitloads of hours on that.
It was amazing.
Also, don't forget Time Splitters. That was also another first person shooter I played so many hours of.
I remember that. We played a bit of it, but I think that was just not long before we got rid of the PS2 and got the PS3. We were a bit behind on getting games for it. We were always a bit behind. We never got the new releases. Well, Dad was a stooge.
Games coming in December. Elder Scrolls Skyrim for the Switch. Yeah, who says that? Outcast Second Contact. Don't remember what that is. You don't remember either?
I don't remember.
Nope.
I remember Outcast, but I don't remember.
Remember?
Sonic Forces.
No one cares, Sonic. Just die.
Sonic.
Boo. You're obsolete.
No, that.
Just go to the
Sonic
video game
fan-made
graveyard with all the
game
other
is
people.
good.
Yeah, but Sonic's nostalgia has not been any good lately.
He needs to go to the graveyard with Gex and fucking... Who the hell is there in that graveyard?
What can they do besides rip off Mario? It's like, it's it. Rip Mario off.
Shit, even Conker's in that graveyard, really.
Yeah.
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 He almost came back for a reboot, but
Yeah,
then
Zombie did.
then he died.
No, yeah.
He dead now.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2 coming to the Switch. No one cares.
No, I have
See,
no.
that would be good.
That's something that we'll try out.
Oh,
It's
you
like I know of the first one on the Wii U has some fairly good reviews, but it's just like a JRPG, so I might look into that.
Yeah.
I want him to look into it too because I know he's going to get bored of his Switch eventually. I'm going to buy it off him for like $100.
Yeah. Well, now we're finally
No.
reaching the point where the Switch is that
Not
viable.
$100.
Maybe $200.
So the Switch is now actually reaching the point where it's actually viable to buy because you've
Yeah,
got
because
shit to
actually
play on it.
games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm talking,
Especially
I'm talking like 5 years time here.
Especially when you have like third Bethesda like releasing Doom and Wolfenstein 2 on the Switch which is a big
Is
achievement.
Wolfenstein 2 on the Switch?
It's coming out later, yeah.
Wow, they got to optimize the absolute shit out of that.
Yeah.
Well, they managed to got Doom running on the Switch,
Yeah,
but
I've seen
but
the
they
videos.
but they cropped it down to 30 frames.
Yeah, it doesn't look the best. The textures and the lighting is
Yeah.
horrible
Yeah.
too.
You see, I can see a game like that suffering at 30 frames simply because of how fast paced it is.
Yeah.
You'll be able to see it.
Well, I think the idea for some of the people like, oh, you can play this on the go, and I can kill demons on the go. Fuck yes, fuck yes.
I just recently video like beefed up the hardware a bit before they brought out the Switch, like maybe one more generation before they released it, just so it could be a bit more of an oomph, a bit more competitive.
Yeah, but the success of it, was that predicted? Did it
No.
need to be with the
No.
with the
It's
predicting
effectively
success?
it's a Game Boy you can watch porn on nearly.
Oh.
Like, come on.
And are
As
they?
soon as that gets like net access, anything else like that, Chrome support.
And will that
Bam,
become?
virus galore?
Will that become like the rest of the consoles and also the 3DS? And they'll have like fucking can't
3DS was shit because you couldn't get Netflix.
Yeah,
and
but they'll
everything else
do.
like that.
You'll get the new 3DS
Switch
and
has
you can
got
still play
Netflix
all the
support
new
coming
old
too,
games
isn't
and
it?
stuff.
No, it does have Netflix on that.
It does now. Does I knew it was getting Netflix.
Yeah, it is gonna. If it doesn't have it already, then it's going to.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
great.
okay,
That'd be like
yeah.
a little portable streaming box thing. That's good.
If you catch aeroplanes, like if you don't own a Switch, like
Yeah, yeah. Well, not that you could watch
Nintendo would
Netflix
just
on a plane.
slow
but
at doing
unless the
things
plane
for
has
some
Wi-Fi,
reason.
even though I imagine
unless
it's
you're on
shocking.
like fucking the Dubai Air fucking thing, whatever it's called.
But I read a report saying that the statistics for the Switch is most people are playing it in handheld mode anyway. So
Yeah.
and you're not getting your full graphics
Yeah.
out of that anyway.
Yeah.
So I think they released it at a good time because they've had a whole year to get all their content out. So now, as long as they do something good for Christmas, they should see another big boost in sales, assuming they can get stock in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because I even like because I thought you can still get Switches on at Target and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I think
it's the states that haven't.
Yeah,
It's the
I
States
think-
that you
yeah.
can't get. It's here we've got plenty.
Oh,
we've got shitloads.
Yeah, we can go. Yeah, they had that 20% off an
Yeah.
eBay offer in like Australian stores the other day. You get a Switch for $420.
Yeah.
So I was like, sweet, I'll get one now, like in stock, done. And I didn't even sell out. So
yeah.
you know,
Super Mario Odyssey exceeded 2 million sales in the first 3 days.
That's actually pretty impressive, actually.
yeah.
I wonder what the digital sales were versus physical. I would have that.
Yeah, they never tell us those stats though.
Because I don't think GameStop wants them to. And then, like, who will sell our consoles? Oh, all the other electronic stores that sell TVs and shit, you idiot. JB Hi-Fi, where I normally buy shit from anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or Big W, Target, whatever. Name them. So did you see NVIDIA's Titan XP Special Edition? Star Wars. I was like, this is fucking so stupid.
If you buy into them, you've got a fucking problem. You are the problem. Yeah.
It's just, I don't know
Yeah,
the price
it's
hike on these are going to
pretty
be.
pointless.
Yeah, but
I even checked the prices on those. And even I watched. I thought, who the? I know there is a market for those kind of people, but other than that, who else will want those sort of cards?
I can't.
They're the sort of idiots who'll buy it saying it's collector's edition, leave it in the box, and then 3 years down the track try and sell it for $3,000 or $3,000 to $4,000 and say collectible.
And those
it's like,
idiots will get $3,000 or $4,000 and will look like the idiots.
No, not. I
Yeah.
doubt it. I doubt
No,
it.
it's. I don't know who they're selling this to because.
It's kind of like the special editions, like the Kingpin cards,
Yeah,
like back then.
I get
like,
that, but
yeah, they don't really worth much,
No,
even in these days.
no.
this isn't a gaming card. Remember, NVIDIA told us. discard's not for gaming at all. But it's got Star Wars all over the fucking thing. Like, what are you fucking talking about?
So it's for watching Star Wars?
So it's a Star Wars card.
Yeah, it's for rendering Star Wars in
That's
fucking
it.
your 3D modeling program. What?
12K.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Like, doesn't make any sense. What are you doing?
Oh, speaking of which, did you hear what's going to happen at least in the US with the new Star Wars movie?
No.
But apparently a lot of cinemas aren't even going to...
Oh yeah, because
Show it.
they're making them sign these crazy like NDAs and for like just contracts to show it in their cinemas, and they're like, fuck off, we're not signing that. They want like 60% of profits or something.
Yeah, they
No,
want,
I think it was higher than
they
that.
want
even.
60% of ticket sales. They want you have to play it for 4 weeks without cancelling a
On
single
your
session.
biggest screen.
And it has been your biggest screen.
Okay, that's gone too far. That's when
Yeah.
the public should go get fucked.
They
isn't
are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The theatre company's like, no, we're not signing
it?
that.
The fucking movie business is already struggling as it is. Like,
Yeah.
you know, the cinema, I should say, not movies. Cinemas
Yeah.
themselves.
And Disney wants like to double
Yeah,
down that shit.
It's like, get fucked, man.
And now Disney's looking at buying Fox. Well, in talks, whether that's the loose term.
Yeah.
Is it the talks happened? Are they happening? Or what?
Yeah.
They're supposedly just in talks to buy Fox. Without the sports, everything else.
Yeah. Well, like the worst thing about it is like it really screws over like the small cinemas in remote areas because everyone's going to watch it in the first 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and then you've got to run it for 2 weeks for empty
Yeah.
seats.
Yeah, you end up going to lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
And if you don't do it, you lose another 10% of your ticket sales.
I found that even down here, the local cinemas, they'll only run shit for 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks to 3 weeks maximum now.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
if they'd show them longer, they're shifted to the small cinemas.
Yeah.
You taking that prime cinema space up or whatever? Because hasn't Bunbury or here only has 2 big ones, don't they? Or 2 or 4.
But even then, they just can altogether from the little ones and the big
Yeah.
ones.
And-
They leave the kids ones going forever.
And the movies,
Because the kids ones are money makers.
they're only using
Yeah.
the big ones for a week.
Yeah.
And if it's a big movie like Lord of the Rings, I don't even think Star Wars is as big as Lord of the Rings around here. Yeah, they show it for like 2 weeks, but then, what, like 4 weeks? Oh, yeah.
Oh, I remember that. I remember those days. Boxing Day, go watch Lord of the Rings.
Ugh.
Literally,
Oh.
the line goes out the door.
Yeah.
Far out, that was
I haven't
bad.
seen that as much at all anymore. I think people don't mind waiting anymore. Which is
Yeah.
good. They're like,
Or they just pirate it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
basically, yeah.
Well,
did
you can pre-buy your tickets now anyway.
That's what Spielberg and Cameron and all those other guys, big directors, that said they were going to get together and make their own little fucking streaming box where they get their movies direct release to that streaming box. That's, that seems like the way to go, realistically, where you can pay $40 at home and watch the movie right then and then instead of
Yeah.
having to go to the cinemas. That's the way it should be
with
right now.
often a better surround sound.
Yeah, exactly. And like,
You can do that sort of through YouTube at the moment. I don't think they get a lot of like
Yeah, but it's
new
exclusive.
releases.
So yeah, it's-
But yeah, you just chuck $5 at them and you get to watch a movie.
yeah, you're getting nothing better than like straight to DVD movies though. So, but they're talking about putting the box offices straight to the.
I've seen a good few titles on there, like reasonably new and popular ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they're not really super invested in it.
Yeah. And, well,
bring back drive-ins. They were the bomb.
Yeah,
the Boston one only closed down like 2 years ago. Didn't it?
Yeah, no, that was
Yeah.
cool.
Year and a half, 2 years ago.
it was about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's empty now. They can't do anything with the land.
Fair enough.
They're trying to sell it, but it's not selling.
Well, as that is, there's been so much semen around that drive-in that's like tainted the land
It's
forever.
just a
as
salt
you
lake
can't-
now.
It's salt lake. Yeah, you can't.
It'd be so
Now
nice.
it's
though.
now a toxic zone.
Yeah.
You have to wear the bloody
Oh, hazard
suits.
suits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that explains why the bushland around it is so thick.
And white. All right. Next.
Intel joins AMD to improve the radon and compete with NVIDIA.
So they're doing what AMD's doing the integrated graphics and Intel's doing the processing. compute
Yeah,
power.
basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically. So let's just expand that out. So it's
it's
going
like
it's
a hybrid
on
APU.
for their notebook graphics.
Yeah,
some
mainly aimed at that,
SKUs.
yeah.
They've actually got AMD technology, including the HBM memory, all in one chip.
Huh.
So Intel's ditching off their integrated graphics.
Yeah,
and
just
that's
giving
using
up on that.
AMD's.
Yeah.
So effectively making portable Xboxes.
Well, they're just making better laptops, really, I think.
Yeah.
without dedicated GPUs. So
Yeah, well, Intel's integrated graphics suck donkey dick.
yeah.
So it's actually big news. A lot of people are sort of a bit upset about it and I'm thinking, why the fuck is Intel doing this? What the hell?
Yeah.
I mean, my AMD and all the AMD fanboys like, what are you guys doing? You're selling yourselves out. But this is actually probably a really good deal that AMD's got himself into.
Yeah, in a year we'll see that Intel shafted AMD or something.
Yeah.
Put in a secret back door that makes them explode.
Yeah. Well, that's all that's on the news, Doc. Anyone else got any news?
Yeah, it was a bit thin pickings.
I seen one of the guys out of Thor Ragnarok had to do an Instagram or fucking like stream it just when it first started, like when he was in the cinemas, for his promotion bullshit. Then he put his phone back in his pocket and was like cameras pointing forwards, and he streamed the first 10 minutes of Thor Ragnarok onto.
As if you would have oh no, I didn't know.
Well, I don't know. That's pretty funny. I think it is probably a genuine old guy fuck up. Where he's just like, what are you doing? I thought that was cool. Like, but I don't know. I'm gonna watch the thing. Thor Ragnarok seems to get. If you have low expectations, it's good. If you have high expectations, it's bad. No, I haven't seen it.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I went in there. I don't really like Marvel movies. I think they're pretty corny,
Yeah.
but this is actually pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, I think they're changing their tone on them.
Yeah,
a bit.
this
So
is
it's
more
not
of a
so-
comedy than anything else. This is a big piss take the whole way through.
That's not so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
It's kind of been my thing with Marvel and DC. Is like DC's too grim and boring, and
Yeah.
Marvel's just too.
Over the top and corny.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I can't watch either of them now.
Yeah.
They both started off,
Yeah, but I think we're just bored of what
sort
they're-
of serious. I mean, Iron Man was the first sort of like zero, that,
Yeah,
and then
sort
they
of
just-
serious one,
And
but
then they sort of go off. Like, even if you look at how serious Civil War was, so they're trying to make Civil War serious.
Yeah,
Well, it's this. This is, you go and watch that now. Thor Ragnarok. Nothing.
yeah.
Like
I
the
mean,
other ones.
I don't mind jokes in it, but a lot of it is just like it's got no heart in it anymore.
Oh, this wasn't joke. Just go and watch the movie. You see what I mean? It's fucking funny. It's not like like do one liner and expect to laugh. It's just the movie itself. You'll see. It's good. Anything else, Maurice?
Bad Moms 2, but it's meant to be shit.
No. Yeah.
Horrible.
No.
The first one was crap. So
Jigsaw, average.
yeah, it was shit. I didn't like it.
Justice League. It's good. Yeah,
When's the Justice League come out?
it's out now.
Well, it's Justice League out.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
oh,
it's not.
really?
No, it's not.
16th.
Oh, tomorrow. No, what?
tomorrow,
Oh,
that's
next
next
week.
week.
So, like, fuck
Alright.
off.
I'm looking at the wrong thing.
You are looking around.
Yeah.
God
It's like,
damn
what?
it.
I haven't heard a thing about that.
Yeah, no.
But
But Justice League's look corny as shit as well. That looks like they're
Yeah.
trying to go Marvel's route, but they're trying to add a little bit of humor into something that's supposed to be serious.
Yeah.
It's like,
Like serious and dark.
You've already done the backstory that is dark and serious. You can't bring humor into it now. You're just going to ruin everything.
yeah,
You guys don't get it.
Really is bad, isn't it? Bunbury Cinemas hasn't even got enough movies to fill up their cinemas.
Yeah. There's not much for the end of the year. Like,
Go see My Little Pony.
Yeah, My Little
Oh, I
Pony.
don't
good
think it's
movie.
you're right. I don't think it's much
Oh, I wonder
big
if there is
movies
a lot
this
of-
year. I think
Yeah.
I think everyone's sort of giving up for Star Wars.
Yeah, and then after that, I don't know what the fuck's coming out next year. I haven't even really checked what's coming out next year.
Yeah, but
I mean, there's only a couple in my mind already that I want to see. So
people aren't sure if Star Wars is going to be any good though, because
Yeah.
this is the first one that might be their own story kind of thing.
Yeah, well, she's not going to the dark or the light side. She's going to the grey side, whatever it is, the neutral side. You know,
The green side where Luke
go Power Rangers, Grey Ranger, yeah. No, yeah. Well, apparently there's the grey side or something, which is the neutral side. It's a bit of both, or some crap.
So I think this movie is going to piss a lot of people off.
Oh yeah, I think it'll. Yeah.
I think it's going to be another Phantom
Oh
Menace.
no, I think it'll piss people off that don't read the law. I think people read the law and go, oh, that makes sense now. Yeah.
Well, I think it's going to piss the adults off, and the children, which the movie's for, are going to love it.
Don't know.
But supposedly also the trailer already has a few spoilers in it. This is not why, Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
they're
guess
good
they're
at
gonna
that,
have to
though.
kill off Leia, aren't they? Just saying.
Well, apparently she'd done the finished
Recording,
recording
yeah.
before
Yeah.
she passed away. So
So realistically, they
so
predicted her death
it's more
anyway.
like what they're going to do with Princess
They're like,
Leia.
okay, we killed off Han in the first one, Leia in the second one. Fuck, who are we gonna? Chewie. We'll kill off Chewie in the last one. They probably will. I'll say that. We'll go back to the recording and be like, ah.
Commit suicide because of fucking... Han Solo died.
So died.
Sad.
Oh,
I miss him.
I think Chewie wants to die after that Christmas special.
Oh, yeah. Did you
Oh.
ever try watching that? I swear there's like an awkward, like, it's almost a sex scene with this. Most of the movie dialogue is in the Chewbacca voice, and there's no subtitles. And you can't, like, it's just him talking to his dad and his mum. It's like a teenager yelling at his parents with no subtitles, and you don't know what's going on at all. You have to just diffuse what it's from this. Oh my god, it's the worst thing in the world. Just anyway, I've got any more.
No, that's pretty much it. I haven't really seen any other news that's been
Biggest
noteworthy.
podcast in the world.
Assassin's Creed, the new Assassin's Creed is supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, people
Apparently
enjoy it.
so, yeah.
Yeah, apparently it's not bad.
Other than that, yeah, this is a real shit. This is like all the hype and build up of the games coming out all came out like a month ago, and now we're like,
It's just like a sizzle.
Yeah.
ooh,
Yeah.
so do you like stuff? You know? Like, what the fuck's coming out and stuff? You guys just have to wait to E3 next year, then we'll tell you what's coming out. And it's like, fuck, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I was actually expecting a fair bit from PAX, and
Yeah, not much.
there
coming.
was not much not much excited for that. You also had like EB Expo the week before actually, so yeah, I think everyone was sort of a bit hyped about the Xbox One X, and a lot of stuff though a bit when I saw some news articles, it was a bit why does this exist, and why does it have a small-ish hard drive, or why the fuck these well, the
they had
biggest
to cut
thing is
costs
like the 4K updates. I read one of the articles on Kotaku, and he was saying, look, the Xbox One X, it's going to fill up pretty quick once he starts downloading the 4K updates.
Yeah.
So like there were 3 games he installed. The updates was Forza Motorsport 7, Shadow of a War. I can't remember the third one, but yeah, I think like the couple of games he downloaded off the store, so already there are over 100 gigabytes, especially Forza Motorsport 7. And yeah, like when he had the games downloaded, and he got the updates running for the Xbox One X, the updates themselves already consume about 300 gigabytes in his 1 terabyte.
Oh, Jesus.
So it's like, holy fuck. So like,
Yeah, but Xboxes are pretty easy. You just add the external hard drive to the back.
Yeah.
Like,
that is true. That is true. But
so like, but I know what you're saying.
it's
you think they would have
ridiculous.
gone to at least 2 terabyte or something like that.
But are they
it's not like
leaving-
2 terabyte. They had 2 terabyte hard drives on special the other day for $79 for fuck's sake.
But are they
What was
just
that?
leaving that as a future option, though?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Special
the case.
edition Xbox One X Slim
Yeah.
with 2 terabyte hard drive.
No, it'll be Call of Duty edition.
No,
I mean,
it'll probably
I'm
just be the next Xbox, realistically.
It's getting to the point where we had to look at the developers like, for fuck's sake, like stop making games so fucking huge.
Well, because they said that the timeline for the Xbox One X, it's only supposed to stay relevant for 2.5 years. That's what they were saying. So realistically, we're going to be 2020 by the time the next Xbox comes out, and by the time PlayStation will probably release around the same time as well, PS5.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, what's the point of making another edition?
Yeah.
You got to remember that if we're moving to 4K games, the textures are massive by this point.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like texture file sizes is always the biggest chunk of the games, and I mean even back when I was doing mapping and we were working with like 256 pixel textures, they took up so much space alone.
Yeah.
It'd be
Yeah,
like,
I mean, yes. I mean, to be fair, the textures that the developers are working on, they are absolutely huge.
Yeah.
I just happened to be watching Lion's Tech Tips video about going
Well, you look at
through
The way I
game
think,
development.
if they're smart in the future, they'll go down the same route that Switch did in the sense of the SD cards.
Yeah.
I think if they made like rewritable SD cards and they put them on 120 gig,
Oh, they made
120 gig SD cards, or
a
something
part
like that.
not writable and a part writable for
yeah,
the
yeah,
updates.
for the updates. Yeah. If they did that, and then they could actually make a system that was like going back old school cartridges, but also we don't have to fucking download fucking.
And GameStop
Should we
can still be a
actually
thing.
try to have use the Ultra Blu-rays, the 4K Blu-ray?
Yeah, but you
disc?
can't. You still got to download the updates.
Yeah, but how much? What's the storage capacity of the Ultra Blu-ray?
I know theoretically, if I remember, this is going back years back of the Blu-ray disc, you can probably hold about 200 gigs of data.
Yeah, but speed. That's what I'm thinking. That's the reason I was going there. Says SD is the speed factor.
And also
the
for downloading-
for read and write times.
Often games when you get the final copy from years later, you have to re-download the whole game to play it. The disc is just a key.
Yeah.
By the time the game's actually finished and all the bugs are sorted out, they're like, might as well download the whole of Skyrim again.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So
Yeah.
I suppose that's it. Once you burn to a Blu-ray, it's not like you can re-upload.
I think like you have to think about like it's what the developers, how do they develop their games, and how to like work with their textures. I mean, I just recently downloaded Overwatch again, and that was only about 10 gigs. But comparing to like
Grand Theft Auto,
Shadow of War, or even like Mordor War, where it has like really shiny textures, like really really high detail stuff, and that's about what a 60 gig game. I know textures, that unique textures is a big thing, but is it getting to the point where should developers actually start optimizing their textures in some way, so they're not having as many unique textures as they should need?
No, I suppose we'll find out next gen. What the fuck they go with? Realistically, they'll decide within the next 2 years what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll just see what the standard is, what's available.
Well, I can't see mechanical drives getting bigger.
No, neither can I.
I think it's just they're basically just like, why do we need to do research? SSDs will take them over.
Yeah.
So why
more reliable too? I mean, realistically,
Very mild sense of threat.
My Little Pony, rated G, very mild sense of threat and animated violence.
It was slightly threatening.
Yeah. All right, thanks for listening. It's a short one, 45 minutes.
Ooh, fuck yeah.
Episode 56. Maurice signing out. Bye.
Bye.
Sign that Twitch off, motherfucker.